Before I start, let me introduce Cindy Goner, who I think many of you know is the Vice President for Clinical Services, and Alan O'Neill, who's our Chief Financial Officer. And I guess I get to push my own buttons today.
I got them right.
Oh, you got it. Oh, okay. Thank you very much for coming. I think it's an exciting time for the community. And I think there's a lot of information that we will share with you that hopefully will give you a feeling of comfort. Actually, I'm really, and forgive me if I sound like a proud father, I'm really very proud of the people who work here. Last year, we received a national award for heart care improvement from the Voluntary Hospitals of America. That includes 800 hospitals such as Mayo, Merit Care, All True, and other facilities throughout the country. Medicare, better known as CMS, also gave us awards for high quality care for the acute side, as well as a very special award in home care. We certainly do have very dedicated physicians, and the doctors, particularly in Merit Care and Innovis, are pushing this project for a whole variety of reasons, some of which Dr. Rowe expressed in the paper recently, along with the fact that it's time to bring the clinics together. And I'm not saying that's going to be easy. As we stand here today, we have the financial information from all three clinics, most recently from Merit Care and Innovis. And we take that to be a sign that they truly are interested in having a discussion about moving their clinics next to the hospital. Is it going to happen? For sure, I can't tell you that. But stay tuned, and we'll certainly keep you informed. And again, you know, going back to those awards, it doesn't happen without dedicated nurses and other hospital support personnel giving 100% to what they do every day. We need space for growth, and Cindy, I think in the next slide, will go into some of those reasons. But we need to have larger patient rooms. She'll discuss that in more detail. There are things happening in those patient rooms that could be result in serious injury, either to patients or staff taking care of the patients, and we need to take that. As you followed in the media over the last few years, we've made a major push to improve technology in the hospital, whether it's digital mammography, upgrading CAT scanning, nuclear medicine, a PAC system, which, by the way, if you're not familiar with that, we haven't used a regular x-ray in the hospital in 2 years. It's all recorded digitally. If you have a chance, if you haven't been to radiology, go in there. It is really terribly undersized, and we find other things like that in the hospital also. As far as the better care in the hospital, I think I'd like to focus on the doctors. We know that with any reasonable judgment, that somewhere between 8 and 10 physicians will be retiring in the next 10 years. It is very difficult, as we all know, to recruit physicians. We need to put our best foot forward in every way. I think our community is exceptional. I came here 7.5 years ago, and both my wife and I know that we made the right decision in coming here, and I thank you all for making us feel very welcome. That's here, that's wonderful, and that will help to attract a physician. But a young physician coming out of training will have multiple choices. They want good technology, which we've got, and they want a first-class institution to practice in, and they want the convenience of being able to be next to that institution to make them more efficient and allow them to better serve their patients. As far as the access goes, I think there'll be more discussion about it. I think everyone may know at this point that you would be able to get to the site at on 256 either by taking 94, taking Route 17 south, headed west, and you make a left turn at the site, or you can come across the Bud Murphy Highway, the truck bypass. So I'm going to move on, and then we'll have the question and answers later on. So Cindy, would you mind coming up?